Dude, that's crazy. All right, Nardwar. Just-
Did you end up meeting Diabolic around this time or later on?
I met Diabolic. I met Diabolic because I'll tell you exactly how I met Diabolic. I met Diabolic because the dude who was the primary underground hip hop promoter in Pittsburgh was this dude named Mo, and his name was Mike O'Neill, and he was a b-boy and a graffiti writer and a flyer guy who was a straight underground hip hop dude, and he was from Long Island. He was a 516 dude, and he brought a lot of that underground flavor, that really cool New York vibe to Pittsburgh. Like everything, the way he dressed, the way that he did his art, all of that, and the acts he booked from coming from out of town. He's booking the Lyricist Lounge dudes to come to do these shows, and they're well attended. There's 400 or 500 people at these shows. You know what I mean? So like, um, Mo knew Diabolic and Double Negative, like Cole and Tabs, and like all of them. He brought Cole and Tabs through for a battle, uh, like a big battle before I went away to college. So I met Cole and Tabs there, and they're like, all right, you spit the way we spit. You're very lyrical focused. You know what I mean? Like huge emphasis on freestyling, live shows, very underground, whatever. They told me even then, they're like, we have a boy named Diabolic who is like the most lethal MC out there. You know what I mean? This guy's like a fucking apex predator. You know, I mean, obviously you're like, oh, I'll see it to believe it, whatever. But then I went away to college. I went to Philly. Well, first I went to Hunter in New York. So I started actually sleeping up at Cole and Tabs's house in Long Island on the weekends, just literally to do more hip hop, to cipher, do radio shows, go to record stores and freestyle, like whatever. And through that, I met Diabolic, and we actually had like a short-lived, like massive crew with like Deadly Scribes, Parts of Speech, and him called Lethal Exposure. So like he saw us immediately as kindred spirits and saw that like we were on what he was on. He liked us. He's a good dude. You know what I mean? Like he has a gruff exterior, but really actually he's all heart. And at least if you're a real person. And yeah, no, we kind of melded through then. And I learned a lot obviously from him. I mean, how can you not?
Right, right.
Like he showed us a lot of tricks about battling, about how to get in people, about how to layer your rhyme schemes. Yeah, just he's watching someone who's that advanced at work at that young an age. If you care, you're gonna learn,
For sure. But with
you
Mo,
know?
you guys were helping him early on, right? Like pass out flyers and he started giving you guys like opening
Oh yeah,
spots.
no, yeah, no, we were like we were the flyer guys, bro. Like, yeah, bro. We were like because we were those kids, and we were passing out all the flyers to all the hip hop show because we were outside. Like he knew, he's like, you literally only return home to your homes to sleep, and you mostly don't even sleep at your homes anymore. You're just crashing at other people's cribs. Like he's like you're the ones because again, no digital promotion, no internet, no websites. The flyer had to be put in the fucking hand. Yo, bro, you got to go to the show, son. It's gonna be live, bro. Gonna have freestyle battles, DJ battle, whatever, like that was us. So of course we were doing that. And we did all the shit for the raves or whatever, so we could get all the backstage passes for the raves and do drugs. It was great. It was a great time.
So I got one thing to say to you though. Prepare yourself to defend yourself.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Christoph?
Who?
Christoph, the kid doing karate at the Philly cheesesteak store. You don't
Wait, in
remember
Pittsburgh?
the Bollock told me about this story about you guys going to this cheesesteak spot in Philly. A little kid
Okay.
named Christoph was like
Oh
doing
yeah,
karate.
bro, Royal Pizza. Roy, yeah, he was real fat. He looked like Andy Milanakis or the Riz kid, like that kid, like the Rizzler or whatever. Yeah, and he would he had like the sick like nunchaku type like hands or whatever. And Royal was live, bro. Like multiple people got smoked in that store. So Christoph definitely saw a lot of things that you probably shouldn't have seen. Like, I mean, I think Christoph's dad probably shot 2 or 3 dudes in front of Christoph, like just laid him down. But they had
Holy
the
shit.
best honey chicken cheesesteak. Incredible. No, you're right. Yeah. He was this little chunky kid, and you would come in there and he would just be like, showing you his hands. You know what I mean? Like he was an aggressive, fat, outgoing, tough 9-year-old with limited English. I think he was Greek. That's how old I am. Back then, Greek people had pizza shops still. Dude, that's crazy.
Well,
All right,
because
Nardwar. Good
right,
shit.
because Bollock was telling me, he was all like, the way that he said it was so funny. He was like, "Prepare yourself to defend yourself," or something like that.
Prepare your he literally he's like, prepare yourself to defend yourself. And then he's like, showing his fucking Shaolin moves. Meanwhile, his dad's like this dude with a big gut and like the giant mustache who's fucking comparing the cheesesteaks with this like look on his face like he just wants to kill everybody. Again, like I remember like literally hearing like no joke that his dad had to shoot multiple people, not at once, I mean, just like every 3-4 months someone will try and rob the spot, dad should be like bong. But yeah, no, Christoph was because Diabolic would sleep. We had this shitty apartment Tim did at 40th in Baltimore in West Philly. We called it the Binge Frat. That was the name of our crew in college, the Binge Frat, because we just all we did was underground hip hop and drugs. Those were our primary focuses. Underground hip hop, drugs, women. That was it. Selling drugs, doing drugs, rapping, stealing shit. Well, we were on absolute bullshit. And Diabolic would camp out up there and do the open mics with us and the ciphers and all that shit. And we fed ourselves out of Royal Pizza because back then in like 2000, 2001, like a chicken cheesesteak the size of a naval torpedo was like what, like $4 or $5. So,
Yeah,
you
that's what
could
he said.
really,
He said it was cheap. That's why it was good.
it was cheap.
Yeah.
Yep. It was cheap. It was good. It was actually pretty good for how cheap. I was absolute swill, but it was fucking cheap. And we lived out of Royal Pizza. Lived. Prepare yourself. Dude, that is so crazy. Nope. Yep. Yep. Christoph. That is so crazy he remembers that.